Have you ever heard of domain flipping? Well, I briefly went over it in my previous video, but I wanted to dedicate a video to it. It's a very interesting business model, and I've come to realize it's one of the few ways to make money that isn't saturated like dropshipping. So, what is domain flipping? It's pretty straightforward. Think of it like real estate. You simply buy a domain name at a low price and sell it for a higher price or profit. Domain names are virtual property. They're pieces of online real estate people are willing to pay thousands, if not millions, for. Here's what you need to understand. The key to success lies in understanding market trends, when to buy a domain name, knowing when to hold onto it, and when to sell it. If you can master these 4 rules, then you'll find yourself making a lot of money. Let's go through some tips that will help you excel and dominate this business model. Understand the market. You need to stay in the loop. Research current trends in domain names, what type of domain names are selling and how much they're selling for. This is one of the most important rules in domain flipping. If you have the knowledge and you've done your research, it will be easier for you to buy low and sell high. Do your research. Before you consider buying a domain name, always do your research. You have to know the history and statistics of the domain and possibly any legal issues regarding the domain name. Some people make the mistake of purchasing a domain name without doing thorough research and find themselves having to spend even more money fixing the issue. If you don't want to make those same mistakes, familiarize yourself with terms like cyber squatting and domain squatting. These are both illegal practices domain flippers may engage in, which involve registering a domain name with the intent of profiting off someone else's trademark. Also look into terms like network policy, which might involve the rules and regulations concerning domain name registration and transfers. So make sure you do your research, as it will do you a great favor. Have a budget. Always have a budget. This is very important in domain investing. Once you've started purchasing domain names and familiarizing yourself with this form of investment, it can be easy to get caught up in auctions and bidding wars. But always stick to your budget. Remember, smart investors always have discipline. Now, you might be asking yourself, what type of domains are best for flipping? When it comes to domain flipping, specific domains tend to give better returns. Allow me to break it down for you. Here are some of the characteristics of domains that sell well. Niche specific. These are domains targeted at specific industries or trends that are in high demand. This is one of the effective ways to establish a distinctive online presence. Short and memorable. Look for domains that are easy to remember and type, as these tend to be more appealing. I mean, the most expensive domain in the world, which costs around $875 million, is called cars.com. It's short and easy to remember. Aged domains. Domains that are older in age tend to have more value attached to them. Just like watches and cars, domains which are older are most likely going to sell for a higher price. Keyword rich. These domains contain popular search terms and can attract more buyers. For example, a domain name like buyhats.com clearly indicates the purpose of the site. Brandable. Finally, look for unique and catchy domain names that can be turned into strong brands. Now that we've gone through the tips to help you, as well as the characteristics of domains that sell well, let's go through the steps to actually buying, owning, and eventually selling a domain. Okay, so firstly, you're going to want to do some keyword research. This is going to help you find trending topics and potential domains to buy. If you want to conduct this research, you should use tools like Google Keyword Planner and SEMrush. Now it's time to find a domain. Now there's many ways to do this, but for beginners, you should use a domain suggestion tool. This will help you find domain names that match your search terms. You can use sites like Dynadot or Domain Tools to suggest domains. In order to check the age of the domain, use tools like duplichecker.com and InfiDigit. Now it's time to purchase your domain. There are so many sites to buy a domain, but I'll give you the best ones to use. Bluehost, Hostinger, Namecheap, GoDaddy, Domain.com. These are all great sites to buy a domain. Once you've acquired your valuable domain, you need to determine your pricing strategy. You can take part in domain auctions, list your domain at a fixed price, or send out your own offers. To sell domains, you can use domain name marketplaces like Flippa and Sedo. Now it's time to target and market to high-quality buyers. There's many ways to do this, but focus on social media marketing, content marketing, and email marketing. Once you've done all this, finally register your domain name using a reliable registrar. This will give you the right to use a unique online address for your brand or business. I wanted to share this business model with you guys because I've been seeing a lot of people making money from it. Some even as young as 18 years old. So yeah, you should give it a try and let me know if you have any questions in the comments, or maybe you have a video suggestion. I'll be happy to respond to them. Also, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to grow your money. See you in my next video.